back in the day, like where you guys were and who you guys were, because you were working with Puff Daddy at the time, who's now got like 3 different name changes.
Right.
And you know
him as Puffy.
I was gonna say back then it was Puffy, and you were working with him and Big and all these greats, and you're still around now. Like, how does that feel in regards to, you know, knowing that your career, the longevity, it's been that long. It's been, well, we're talking like 20 years now. When you guys first came in the scene. I know those words. The fact that those kind of numbers, the fact that I even remember.
Don't say numbers.
I won't say numbers.
No, but no, you can say it's cool to say numbers when it comes to me, because it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
But it's just that I was a baby at the time. Kima was a baby too, so just see a lot of people didn't know that we were that young.
It's just for me.
So it's a good thing.
It doesn't seem like all that time has passed. So when you put a number to it, you'd be like, wow, like really? It's been all that time. So, but it was great coming up as the original bad boy crew.
Yeah.
Craig Mack, Biggie, Total, Faith, 112. You know, Biggie was like a big brother to us. We really miss him deeply. And it's just an honor to, you know, still be able, after all these years, still be relevant and still have people want to see you and hear your music. And you know, we just feel blessed.
Yeah.
And, you
timeless.
I play out in the clubs every week. Total is something that still gets played over here. Ladies love it.
We had to put some fake ball prints on our legs and put you on stage.
You got the third member here right now.
She's
been trying to join everyone's crew today. We just had Cut Close in the building as well.
Oh, really?
Join there too as a 4th member, but this is more fitting.
Yeah, I think you can fit into this shot.
Right.
So talking about all of those artists that you was with, and all, is there still relationships between them? Do you still talk to those, or is it kind of stuff that fizzles out?
It's still when it's family, when it's real, it's always gonna be that love. Yeah, it's always gonna be that love, and that's what we were, family.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about LL for a second?
Because come on, with the licking the lips all the time.
I'll stay out of this one.
Let
the ladies talk.
Let ladies have our
Ladies
time.
love
Ladies love
LL
Cool
Cool
J.
J.
Now, when you guys were featured on Lounging, it just like, where's your crash bangs and wallops, my dear? It was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. The hype was crazy. What was it like working with him?
It was so. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, he was like a big brother, so we couldn't crush on him, like, you know. So it was like
not a big brother for me.
I mean, for me, it was like big brother.
Okay,
so couldn't really crush on him. And she
about
to let out a secret.
Yes, see, of course, I think it was every female had a crush 100%. On LL Cool J.
I wasn't even legal when I had a crush.
You know, for real, like with the with the Kango, all that. It was just, come on, I gotta be real. I was crushing
100%.
on LL.
Was
He
you
was
trying
a
to
brother,
lounge?
of course.
You were trying to lounge.
I at the time, yes.
And it was, and because LL was a pioneer of hip hop music, one of the pioneers of hip hop music, and at the time when we started working with him, he had so much longevity. It was definitely an honor.
But yes,
definitely an honor.
But for the record, I just want everybody to know that was my heyday.
That
That was my heyday crush,
past.
you know, because now I am married and I am in love with my husband. I thank God for him.
That's amazing.
So,
How are you finding married life?
You know what? I love it. I'm not even gonna front. It's 2 people trying to become one daily, so it's different. You know, it's very different. But when you find that one that you love, you can work through all of that other stuff. You know, so it's a good thing.
Is it hard still working like on days like Valentine's Day? Even after all these years?
No, because actually he's not far from me. He's
He's
at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
So
He's waiting. We love that.
He's waiting.
That's
so
right.
so he, you know, he didn't come out. He's kind of low key. He just stayed back, relaxed. So you know, I'll see him later on this evening. So
because that's so cool then.
Yes.
So let's get up to date with Total. What's been going on with the group and with you individually and stuff?
Well, this is Kima speaking. I'm also married as well, and I've been married for 17 years.
Wow.
Yes, she has.
So I've been home being mommy, raising my kids, and right now with this Total situation. We're
Reemerging,
trying.
right?
We're gonna reemerge. You know, our fans been calling us. We've been in the background listening, and now it's the time.
I hope so, because we need it.
That's
We
what's
need
up.
that. We need that 90s. Like we were just talking to Cup Close earlier. There's that. We
Yes.
need that musical vibe back. That kind. How we can put on like DJ Sick DJs, and like you said,
Yes.
you could put on any of your tracks and straight away. It's just. It's
That
timeless.
love.
Timeless
Yes.
music.
And the
Yes.
music was colorful. Like there was a lot of everybody. Each artist had their own individuality. Where you were on the radio, and you're not like, who's this? You're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
Total.
that's
Right.
That's
Totally.
TLC.
Right.
100%.
That's SWV. That's Cut Close. Like
Right.
everybody just really.
Absolutely.
And considering at the time there was so many different R&B girl groups, like how did you guys kind of stay? I mean, you had Bab, you were with Puff Daddy at the time.
Right.
Because I want to call him Diddy.
Right.
Let's just call him Diddy for now.
Right.
But you guys are with him, you're under his label. You've already been featured with all these big artists. How did you manage to kind of stay true to your sound? Which wasn't that, I mean, your sound was it's still very,
Right.
if I listen to a Total track now, like you said, it's your stamp is on there. At the time, was it difficult though to kind of make sure you didn't sound like TLC or didn't sound like SWV? Or...
You know what? No, because it was just like at the time, honestly, that's who we were, you know, and it's just like honestly, Total was the around the way girl, you know, so it was just like we was in the hood for real. So it's just like, you know, that's what that made us different from, you know, SWV. You would see them more like kind of like in the mainstream. TLC, they were more kind of crossover with things, and it's not to say that we didn't cross over in areas as well, but it was just like we was around the way girl with the shades on, and it was just like we was true to that. It was just true.
It was very
Yeah,
organic.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
definitely organic. And I think the three of us, and no disrespect to any other female girl groups, I just didn't think the three of us kind of meshed. Like nothing was fabricated. We got in the studio, we sung our songs, and that was our sound. And that's why it can't be replicated, duplicated, none of that. So it's Total.
Replicated, duplicated.
None of
That's a new track right there.
Replicated,
That's
duplicated, none of that.
Talking about new tracks, like because we talk about organic and how your sound was. How what's your opinions on how the music is now? Because it gets a lot of stick. There's people say there's no such thing as R&B anymore. Definitely not that kind of R&B and that kind of music.
Yeah.
There's not really no feeling into it. People are just going in the studio trying to get the chart toppers and stuff like that. What's your opinion? Do you listen to nowadays R&B?
You know what I do? Well, I can say I still listen to Monica. Of course, I listen I listen to Beyonce. Of course, some of the things that she do, and it's just like I would never say anything about an artist.
Right,
Because
right.
an artist is an artist, so it's just like, you know, I respect everyone. What I will say is that I would tell everybody to get back to individuality.
Yeah.
You don't have to do what the next person is doing just to be considered hot. When you true to yourself, just look at the 90s. When you true to yourself, it starts to, all people do is they want that. So it's just like we're gaining now even younger fans. It's just like, you know, my nieces, they're like 15, 16, and they're, you know, one